Greetings, Americans. How are you doing today? I hope well. I myself am not American, but in honor of your holiday, I've decided to softly read the U.S. Declaration of Independence. So, let's do that. The unanimous declaration of the 13 United States of America. When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them, a decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation. I would at this time like to point out that was all one sentence. That's a long sentence. This was not meant to be read out loud. This was meant to be read in your head. I can see that now. But I digress. Let us move on. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The Pursuit of Happiness was a movie starring Will Smith. It was okay. They misspelled happiness. It's referenced in the movie. You should watch it if you have time. I mean, you don't have to, honestly. You can miss it if you really want to. But, I mean, why not, I guess? There are worse things you can do with your time. An argument can be made that there are better things you could do with your time too, but it's a Will Smith movie. It's not like your typical action Will Smith movie. I mean, I think he's at his best in action movies, though he's been in some really good dramas, so, I don't want to take that away from him. But whatever, right? If you want to see The Pursuit of Happiness, it's acceptable, it's fine. It's, it is what it is, right? Go see the movie, treat yourself to, what is it, probably like 2.5 hours of Will Smith and other people. I think it's maybe less time than that, maybe it was more time than that. I'm gonna level with you, it's been like 10 years since I saw that movie, probably. Saw it once in the theaters, never saw it again since. Didn't really think much about it until this moment, But that's what life is like sometimes. Sometimes you're reading something and then you realize, oh yeah, I saw that movie with Will Smith in it, like 10 years or something ago. It was pretty decent. And then we move on to the next thing. And that next thing is the continuation of the Declaration of Independence. Which, can I also just say, Independence, another movie starring Will Smith. Independence Day more specifically. Really, really good movie. Maybe Independence Day doesn't have as much in it as The Pursuit of Happiness as far as like a story that it wants to tell. Like maybe it's not trying to give you a message beyond the fact that, sometimes fighting aliens and watching a spectacle about fighting aliens be cool. And you know what? Sometimes a movie just needs to be cool. And I enjoy Independence Day for what it is. And let me tell you, well, strictly speaking, The Pursuit of Happiness is a better done movie than Independence Day. I have seen Independence Day like 80 times. Without exaggeration, I've probably seen Independence Day at least 80 times. But The Pursuit of Happiness, I've only seen once. And I felt like once was enough for The Pursuit of Happiness. But if I'm watching TV and I notice Independence Day on, yeah, I'm gonna watch Independence Day because it's a fun time. In fact, you know what? Don't see The Pursuit of Happiness. See Independence Day. You know what? It's July 4th. If you're American, it's a holiday. Treat yourself to watching Independence Day. You've probably seen it before because it's a good movie and you probably enjoyed it the first time and maybe the 20th time that you saw it. But you know what? Watch it again. Do that for yourself. If you're American, it's probably your patriotic duty or something to see Independence Day. Or maybe it's not, who am I to say? But at any rate, Will Smith was in Independence Day and the pursuit of happiness. Coincidence? Yes, but we move on. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among man, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it, and institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. Prudence, indeed, will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes, and accordingly all experience hath shown that mankind are more disposed to suffer while evils are sufferable than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed. But when a long train of abuses and usurpations, pursuing invariably the same object, evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty, to throw off such government, and to provide new guards for their future safety. Such has been the patient sufferance of these colonies, and such is now the necessity which constrains them to alter their former systems of government. The history of the present King of Great Britain is a history of repeated injuries and usurpations, all having in direct object the establishment of an absolute tyranny over these states. To prove this, let facts be submitted to a candid world. It appears it goes on like this for quite a while. Well, in the end they got their independence, so, yay America. Okay, this has been my reading of part of the American Declaration of Independence. And, have a happy Independence Day if you're American. And if you're not American, have a good 4th of July. And, celebrate by eating a cookie. Because you've earned it. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye.